We're on the air. We're going live. I'm about to talk about my dream
Whoa, what the?
that I was having. It was just a few nights ago. So I've been thinking about humans and just wild animals lately. And
Mm-hmm.
like in particular, what animal I'm talking about is a bear.
Mm-hmm.
So in my dream, and it wasn't like a ancient feeling like I was dreaming of like a past life or anything like that, because I've had those dreams too where you dream of like a different life that you may have had in the past, or
Yeah.
your mind is just making you feel that way during a dream. But it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like that. It was like modern times maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me, and Amber was part of it too, because it was both of us, and it was by a
Mm-hmm.
beach. So it was weird because it didn't feel like we had a house, or we didn't feel like we had a car or anything like that. I felt like we were just like what we had and what we had only owned in that life was just like a backpack and just like simple clothes.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember having a phone or headphones or anything like that. Keys to
Um.
anything. It was weird because it wasn't ancient. It wasn't something from the past nor the future or not even present. It was just like a combination of those three uh sections of portals of time, like past, present, and future. It felt like it was a combination of all three.
Yeah.
And there was like this big old tunnel of where her and I were, and we were just walking. We were coming back from the beach. We were just hanging out at the beach. And it was getting dark, and I remember turning over to her and asking her, "Do you want to sleep here tonight, or do you want to go back?" It was weird because the place that I was talking about, I didn't really there was no name for it. I couldn't really call it home. But it just felt like home. But it wasn't a house or anything. It was just like it was like a commune kind of thing, but very narrow. Like if people were just congregating in a tunnel that was very, futuristic kind of. Not future, but it's weird because it was like futuristic / like ancient stone archetype, like architecture. But it was very new. So anyways, we were walking back from the beach, and she looks over and she's like, "Oh, we forgot it." And I was like, "Forgot what?" And she was like, "My shoe." No, I don't know if it was my shoe or her shoe, but it was just a shoe.
Yeah.
And the thing was, when she told me that, I had like this weird I had this feeling of guilt come over me because I knew about that shoe as we were walking, but I didn't want to say anything because I knew that she wanted me to go get it, and it was getting dark. It was cold. This and again about this beach. This beach was weird because it looked like a cliff, and the water looked like air. That made sense. Was it a beach? It felt like a combination of like a beach and like a cliff. Because I was like the water seemed like a sky type thing, and if you jumped in that type of water, you'd float. So it's like jumping off of a cave or jumping off of a cliff, and imagining floating or flying. So she tells me to go back to go get it, and I was just like, damn, like this is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to go back. So I went back, and as I was walking, I just remember this fear coming over me as I was walking. And there was a shoe, like it was just hanging right there, and I bent down, I picked it up, I'm like, all right, I got this, I gotta go. So as I'm walking towards back to where that weird tunnel thing was, where those random people congregated, like off to the distance was like this huge brown bear, kind of like a grizzly bear, but it was like a combination of like a black bear, a grizzly bear, a polar bear, and Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. Because the environment that I was in was a weird combination of like all 4 seasons, because there was snow, there was sun, it was foresty, it was desert, all at the same time. It was just a combination of every type of season that you can think of, based on the feeling you're feeling present in the past and in the future at the same time. So that bear was it, like we locked eyes, and I was like, fuck, like I'm gonna die, like this is it. I'm gonna get mauled by this beast. And it's just running towards me and running, and boof, 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 boof. Like it's coming towards me, dude. And I'm like, shit, that's it. And it pushes me on the ground, and then when it pushes me on the ground, like that's when I woke up. But it was disgusting, man.